the Carolina Panthers. The stakes are certainly high for whoever can garnish their season with a victory in the Duke's Mayo Bowl. It's the Wisconsin Badgers and the Boston College Eagles. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and we are keeping a close eye on the weather, along with help from Holly Rowe.
I can tell you there is a lot of excitement down here on the field. The energy is electric, and it is gorgeous weather here late in the season. The sun is out, and we are looking forward to some good football. As they say, it is perfect football weather. We're going to get great passing, good running conditions here on the field today. I'll keep you posted on how that plays out as the game goes along. Guys, back to you.
We'll see if they can handle the weather in this game. Running inside, it's Dickens. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Got it in the middle, it's right. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's McKenzie. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
Man, who says you can't rub the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Well, no doubt, that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Joseph from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Badgers will send out the punt unit. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a... Can't hang on, he muffs it.
How about the turn of events there? you're going to go play defense. You didn't have the football anymore, but what do? You scoop it up. You almost put the ball in the end zone. You go inside the 10 and set your offense up. What a momentum swing.
The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Looking for the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Badger. A quick strike, just as we expect.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such a great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Green. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Breaks into the open. Shot a bolt of energy into this drive. Inside the 40, finally stopped at the 39. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
And that's the 2nd time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Makes the catch. Running through contact. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. There he goes! Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. As much a part of Wisconsin as cheese and brats feed that running back for 1st downs.
It's crazy, Reese. They don't find the most highly recruited guys, but they find tailbacks who are dudes. And Ron Dane to Jonathan Taylor to whoever it is, they always find a bell cow running back at the University of Wisconsin.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
He'll try to pop the draw. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a first down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Joseph. Quickly complete. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to bully their way for the first. Maybe some room here. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
They think there's room to run to the right here. Turning it on. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Eagles. Into the end zone with a breakaway score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Going to try to get it himself. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
What an easy way to get some free yards. I got an athletic quarterback that can do this. I can bootleg him to his right, make it a pass-run option. If he wants to take a shot down the field, so be it. But if not, just chew up some ground and go get a positive play.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. That's the end of the quarter, and Boston College has the lead. More importantly, we have an early barn burner here. Both teams firing on all cylinders, as our stats will show you. And I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Motion from the wideout. Finding open areas. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Badgers come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play?
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Joseph on the play action. Throws for the tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Harris. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Throwing Joseph. Zings it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And, man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
It's complete.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Gonna look downfield again. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Hauls it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team, because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field. Just so hard to stop as opposed to a guy that just stands in the pocket and you know exactly where he's going to be every single play.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wisconsin. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. So a drive there of 84 yards and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Green. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for space. It's Dickens. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it up to 30. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Dickens. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. To the air, it's McKenzie. Big guy smells it. Give him 6. Touchdown, Golden Eagles. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He'll do it himself on the draw.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Offense gets set for second down. Joseph looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
That is going to give that wide receiver nightmares, man. He was wide open. I don't know if there was a coverage bust on the back end, but that is a play that this dude needs to make.
The D thinking brings some heat on third and long from the 44. They stop him before he can get to the first down marker, but he does cross the 50 and now to be fourth down. They'll run for it. Runs for the tackle. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Throwing Joseph. The quick out. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Swings it out to the flat.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
It'll be third and long. Looking to throw again. Fires to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Again, it's Joseph. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. There's headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Badger! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And he makes the extra point. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Back to pass, it's McKenzie. Caught in the backfield, it's Dickens. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. And the Eagles can really attack on this second and short. Trying to make magic with his feet. Past the 40. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The snap sets up to throw. Stepping to the right. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Here comes the heat. He gets away. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Tries to get it on the ground. To the 15. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Boston College!
Well, all the different time management situations this head coach was using in the first half has led to this moment specifically right here. This is exactly what he wanted to have happen. He wanted to score a touchdown at the end of the first half, take a lead, knowing he's got the ball first in the second half. If they score a touchdown then, all of a sudden this thing starts blowing wide open for them, and all the momentum is on their side.
Slips through the line. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you can see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just enough time for one final play in this half. The run inside. It's Dickens. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Makes a move. Got a little room. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. They go play action with Joseph. Moving out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So, nice job by this offense keeping this defense off.
There's a crease. Got enough space. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Complete to the right. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Boston College right back to the line.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Complete downfield.
And man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Rushes on him, and he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Fires to the right. Has it. Goes down immediately, but he's got plenty and a fresh set of downs here.
That is a play the offense absolutely had to have. They're trailing, right? This is a big third down, but what a great job by the QB and his target being on the same page, hooking up for that big-time play. Now they're in the...
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Eagles.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Joseph on the play action. Tight end finds a soft spot. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Here's a little room there.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
The Badgers getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
From the gun on 3rd down, Joseph. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Across the 45. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
You know, I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down, too, because at this distance, it's definitely not a gimme field goal, right? So your best chances of scoring points and paying this drive off are to go for it on that 4th down, and, of course, they go out and get it.
Might have a chance. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Well, this guy hasn't quite put up Heisman numbers in this game, but in a moment where they need him the most, in the 4th quarter, look how strong he is running. Breaking tackles, he's been smart, he still has the...
Oh, he's got some... Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Badgers strike right back.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Boston College offense makes its way onto the field. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it.
And it's caught inside the 25. And the Eagles want to pick up the tempo.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
To the air, it's McKenzie. Snagged out of the air.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw on 3rd. Here's a heat. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
And I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to eat that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good place. I don't have to get over-aggressive, Jesse, if I don't want to.
No, and you can put this game out of reach, too. If you can score a touchdown, this thing's basically over. And you know, at this area of the field, it's really hard to throw the football because the windows are so small. So be the more physical team. Go ice this guy.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. On the run, it's Dupree. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. He's got great speed. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Looking to throw, it's McKenzie. He's got it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Dickens. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Unleashes one deep. Caught. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Just keeps slinging it. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a
Touchdown, Boston College. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. Got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Now down by 2, inside a minute to go. If they can get this onside kick, maybe they could get into field goal range.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Running inside. It's Dupree. Breaks into the open. Brought down by the defense as he barreled forward for a pickup of 9.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
If they can pick up a yard here on 2nd down, that might put this one in the books. Keep it on the ground. Could be an outie. Touchdown, Wisconsin! Once he got some room, it was over. The Badgers strike right back. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's McKenzie. Throws to the tight end. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. The Eagles lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
He gets it to the 34-yard line. An excellent 3rd down defense, and 4th down's coming up. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Oh, he missed it. No good. Missed a chance to stretch this lead. It's still sitting on 9.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Makes the grab. It's a fumble. When the offense gets the ball back, the clock hits 0, and the O will also take the loss.